Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So, another year is coming to an end. Thank God. For me, I just have to be honest and say it's probably been my worst year ever. Losing, well, first I lost my cat Jinx two Christmases ago. And then just a few months ago, I lost my other cat Mittens. And it just, seriously, any death affects me, just like anybody else, of course. But when Mittens passed away, it just affected me more than any other death. I guess it's because, my two cats, Jinx and Mittens, were always with me the last 12 years or so, 10 years for Jinx. And so when Jinx passed away, of course, it was upsetting and sad, but I still had Mittens. And then when Mittens passed away, just it just really affected me, and it still does today. So hopefully 2025 is a better year. And there were other issues, of course, me losing monetization on the Canadian Studmuffin channel for 3 months for no reason. I still don't know why that happened. But I will say, at that time I was struggling financially because I was expecting money from YouTube to help, pay some of the bills. And I was never going to mention this, but I'm going to. I had so many kind people on Facebook and YouTube reach out to me with comments and sending me money through PayPal. And I had over $1,500 in donations. And so I just thank everyone that did help me out in my time of need. Thank you. Okay, let's get on to some more lighthearted stuff here. I don't want this to be a depressing video. I'm going to go through all of the channels I'm subscribed to. And if there's any missing, I apologize. I do have two channels, so maybe I'm just subscribed, to your channel on one of the channels. It gets a little confusing sometimes. And because time is limited, I'm running two Patreon channels, song and album request, and also a radio show. Plus, I'm doing a video for both of my YouTube channels. It's really seriously hard to keep up with all of the channels I'm subscribed to. But, I do try. But I'm not going to be able to watch every video that anyone posts. So some of the channels I really like are L33 Reacts. He's reacted to a few Spark songs, and I was surprised. He actually really, really likes them. So that was cool to see. He's rocking out there to Frank Zappa right now. But I feel he's honest with his reactions, and so check him out. The Mael Lounge, Mean Mr. Mael. I'm subscribed to his channel and also his movie channel, and he's live quite often. So there he is right now with his buddy Danny. Larry Graves Canadian Studmuffin. That's one of the best channels on YouTube. You should subscribe to it. A Pocket Full of Heap. He just did a recent Nectar. Right here. Nectar. Yeah, Remember the Future. I watched the whole video. I have the time yesterday. And also, listen to the album along with them. I know some people don't care for reaction channels, but depending on the channel, if they're being sincere, I enjoy them. Especially if they're reacting to a Beatles song for the first time. It's fun to watch their reaction. And I think in the new year, I might be doing something on his channel, possibly talking about Yes's Tales from Topographic Oceans or some other album. So stay tuned for that. So that's A Pocket Full of Heap. Team Coco, I love. Yeah, I'm just. Conan O'Brien. I forgot his name for a second. No, but I was thinking, sadly, he just lost his mom and dad within 3 days of each other. And he, along with Martin Short, I think he's just naturally funny. You know, it's not forced. I'm not a big fan of most stand-up comedians. You know, they just stand there on stage and tell jokes. But Conan, I just love the guy. I think he's, like I said, one of the funniest comedians out there. Yeah, there's me, Mr. Mayo's other channel, Mr. Cinemayo, the CD Cave, Jack, Just JP. Like I said, I don't have time to watch a lot of these channels, but when I do, I always enjoy them. And if there's a certain song that Just JP is reacting to, recently he reacted to another Sparks song and he really liked them, so that was cool to see. Jim Newstead, he does a lot of prog, listening to a lot of prog albums. Great guy. Matthew Street, he's awesome. He's a Beatles fan. Look at that. He even has me right behind him. I love his glasses too. Don't worry, I'll get to your channel unless I'm not subscribed to it. Beatly Tone, uh, he's looking great. He has a live chat in 6 hours. I have my notification on. So that's 5 p.m. Yeah, art my time. Is it? Yeah, and 6, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 hours. So I should be able to check out some of that. Here's it. Yeah, L33 reacts. He reacts to a lot of songs here. Then political stuff I sometimes watch, not as much though. But some of you might remember I've done some comedy videos with Brian Tyler Cohen where it looks like he's interviewing me and it's all confusing. And like I've said, he commented on a couple of those videos, which I thought was, just surprising and, super nice of him to do because I'm sure he's much busier than I am. Glenn Kellaway from the Basement, my buddy, one of the biggest Beach Boys fans in the world. And I watched all of this, Glenn, in case you watch. I did. I'm not, really into Stevie Van Zandt. I like Bruce Springsteen. And, but I watched the whole interview, and Robert Lawson, I have his book on the Guess Who, which is superb. And this sounds like an excellent book if you're a fan of Bruce Springsteen and or Stevie Van Zandt. I highly recommend it, or, watch the video. All right. Yeah, some of this, I really don't watch much anymore. I'm interested in some of this, life after death stuff. I think some of it is kind of, they're just trying to sell a book or whatever, but there are some interesting guests, and, it's not for everybody, though. I know that. The Contrarians, sometimes I watch their stuff. That's very good. Yes, some of these channels I'm subscribed to, and I just never get a chance to watch them, so I apologize. There's Glenn again. Yeah, Morris Gautreaux. This is very interesting. It's his reaction. I never saw the original video, so I just watched Morris's video on the death of music genres. So check out Morris, and he's a big, of course, big fan of Sparks and King Gizzard and Tool. Garage Geek. The good old prog corner. I love Scott. Hopefully we can. I know he has asked me to, drop in on one of his live chats on Sunday. It's just that sometimes the topic he's talking about isn't something I'm familiar with, but one of these days I will. Grant's Rock Warehouse. We just did a video chat with Stephen Schnee yesterday on Sparks in the 80s, so that should be posted on Grant's channel, possibly today or very, very soon. Justin Hawkins rides again. I enjoy his. He's the lead singer for The Darkness. Of course, Sam St. John, Americana Sam. Stephen Schnee, the CD Junkie. He covers, lesser known bands, maybe cult bands. And great guy. When, especially like off, before it's being recorded, we joke around and after it was recorded, we're still chatting, me, Grant, and Steve. And he's, kind of putting himself down, like I don't like him. And I said, well, it's funny, when we were chatting, I wrote this. And he laughed. Of course, I wrote it when we were talking about that. I love you, Stephen Schnee. Now Spinning Magazine with Phil Aston. Great guy. Love Phil. And he's always doing these really interesting unboxings. And so I enjoy his channel. There's more Matthew Street. The Behavior panel. I like them. I know it's, like I said, once again, it's not for everybody, but it's body behavior, like if you're lying or not. And so I enjoy watching them. Big Time Reactions. The Report of the Week. He's fun to watch. I really like him. But once again, I like for the most part channels that aren't trying to be all show busy in Hollywood. They're just real, right? They're being sincere or whatever. Subscribe to John Lennon's channel, of course. I just realized too on my Facebook that the official John Lennon page, I'm not sure who runs it, but they follow me on Facebook. Word in Your Ear. Professor of Rock. He's kind of in the middle. He's a little maybe too professional, I guess is the word. But maybe I'm just jealous of him. But I do like some of his videos. Midnight Special I love, of course. There's my girl Molly. Robert's on my turntable. Yeah, he just did a video on the Grateful Dead. I've met him more than once, and Molly's met him too. Great guy. So check out Robert's on my turn. There he is. It's a coffee kind of a morning. Team Coco. Like I said, I'm sure there's more. Mike Vinyl Spiral. Yeah, the album review channel. He just did this introduction to King Crimson. I try and watch his videos. Yeah, this one, For ladies only, I definitely want to watch this one because I think Steppenwolf is a very underrated band. And so he's reacting to the song for ladies only, which has like a 4-minute piano solo in the middle of it. Monty's Sparks Entertainment and Art site. If you're a fan of Sparks, you must check out Monty's Sparks YouTube channel. I think, there's a plan for me to be interviewed at some point. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about yet, but like I said, if you love Sparks, please subscribe to Monty's Sparks Entertainment and Art site. Bicycle Legs from Australia. There's Stephen Schnee again. Beatley Tones Beatles channel. Northern Revolutions. Yeah, like some of this, it's just, kind for me, it gets a little ridiculous, but some of it I believe in. The Contrarians again. Phil and Ben, Creedence Clearwater Revival live at the Albert Hall film review. The Vinyl Sanctuary. My Love-Hate Relationship with YouTube by Morris. Best Non-Prog Albums of 2024, The Prog Corner. Andy and Alex. I was just talking on Patreon to Andy. And of course, he's taken a little break from YouTube. But I'm hoping in the new year to finally interview Andy and Alex because they're one of my favorite reaction channels. And Taste Like Music. I love Taste Like Music. I just joined their Patreon again. I hope they check out Sparks sometime, like do a Sparks album ranking. Great guys. Word in Your Ear. Norman Maslow. What a great guy. Larry Graves, Canadian Studmuffin. What a great guy. The Iconic Playlist. Professor of Rock. I think, like I said, it goes on. And Beatle Dustino. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to also say, I have them here. I should have mentioned this at the beginning. If you're a fan of Phil Collins or Genesis, or even, just kind of familiar with him, this 2-hour documentary on Phil Collins about his drumming is excellent. And it really makes you realize what a great artist Phil Collins is. Drumming, singing, production is just crazy. And he's being interviewed by his son. So all you have to, just put in a link, Phil Collins interview, and this should pop up right at the beginning. But it's just excellent. And the other one, like I mentioned, Rick Beato, this interview with Rick Wakeman on prog rock keyboards and his legendary career. Rick is just such a great interviewee, I guess, because Rick will ask him a question and then Rick talks for like 20 minutes. But it's all interesting about his whole career. And so I highly recommend that. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go to my other channel just to see if I'm missing anyone. Yeah, I try and subscribe to both. Oh, The Opinionated Hippie, love this guy. Big Neil Young fan. Lou Reed, I believe Captain Beefheart. So yeah, sometimes I'm subscribed to the channel on both of my channels. Kendomic Reaction channel, I'm a fan of. Yeah, so I think it's basically the same on both channels. Like I said, if you think I'm subscribed to your channel, I've left comments. I probably am. There's Beer and Vinyl Guy. Yeah. The Vinyl Voyage. Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed. We're going to be doing a ranking of the songs on the Beach Boys' Sunflower with Sam St. John very soon. The album years with what's his face there? Yeah, Stephen Wilson. What's his face? I think that is about it. Michael Nolan. Michael Nolan. My buddy. I guess, sometimes I forget to subscribe from both of my channels, so I apologize. The Prog Corner. Yeah, Classic Album Review. Love his channel. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you find interest in some of these channels I've been talking about that maybe you're not subscribed to. Gary Lucas, he was one of the guitarists in Captain Beefheart. And that is about it. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye. Just goes on forever. Beetle Dave. Jeff and Mike. Pop Goes the 60s. Wow, I need to subscribe on the other channel. Yeah, and it's a very moving video about his wife who recently passed away, Heather. May she rest in peace. Rob Scure Music. There you are, Rob. Yeah, I feel guilty if I forget somebody. That's why I'm still kind of scrolling for a bit here. Richard McCook. And that is it. I'm done. I'm finished. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.